Hi everybody, welcome along. We're working on our terrific textile tome and it's becoming more terrific by the day. I mean, it's really chunky now. Oh yes. I have added some things that you haven't seen, but I will be going back and making videos of everything, so not to worry at this stage. So inside the front cover we've got this. Now, I don't think you've seen me make this. It's an acetate pocket with a little card in it that comes out. It's so pretty, that postcard. And I've prettied it up. I've put a little tab on the side with some ribbon, and it's got a butterfly. I have had to move out of the shabby chic rose. I just needed more. So this, I think, is Gardener's Blush. And it's pretty, and it's got butterflies and flower fussy cuts in, and I've also added some die cuts, just the leaves. So that's that, and then it opens up and we've got journaling inside, so it's fairly straightforward. Just some more fussy cuts from the kit, and just a beautiful back page. You could, when you're doing yours, put a bit of paper, in the centre there, just to add more journaling. But I thought with the journal card there and the 2 pieces of journaling paper in here, I thought that was enough, really. And that just fits in there very nicely. Beautiful. This you have seen me make. There's a video on that. And that fits into this big front pocket there. And then we still haven't got anything in here or anything in the envelope. In this pocket on the back of the envelope, I just put in a series of graduated tags, and I covered them all in lace, different colours of lace, different fabrics behind the lace. I might not video this because actually, unless you're doing a fabric one, it's just a set of tags, that's all it is. So there's that one, which I really love that one. This one, I've just embellished them all with a bit of something. And this one, that's an old doily, it's beautiful, cotton linen doily. So that's those, and they're just, as I say, they come down in size. Tied a ribbon round them, which I must say is just slightly fiddly to get right. But that's them there anyway. So they get round, thank you. So they fit into that pocket which is on the back of the envelope. They do fit. They fitted before, they will fit again. It's because I didn't line this doily. There's still holes in it, which means that the tags want to get caught on it. So let that be a cautionary note. It's always worth lining your bits of lace and stuff if you're going to use them as a pocket. In here we've got this, which I'm pretty sure I did do a video of. It's just a little flippy floppy that fits in there. And then here, nothing in the back page as yet, but here we've got what we're going to be working on today. And I've got an altered paper clip on it, which, I don't know, kind of drowns it, but I really like it. And I can't see where else we're going to use our paper clips. So, if you want to alter your own paper clip but make it smaller, that might be an idea. I just love this, and it goes with the whole journal. That comes off, and it's another trifold of sorts. This is just a tag, back and front. Got this pocket down here made of lace, which, I've stretched and I've rounded the corners on there so they go in fine. We made a pocket here with some tags in. That folds over. That folds over. On the back we've got some journaling room. These are all fussy cuts from the kit. These are die cuts. And then our altered paper clip just slides on there. It keeps it all closed and it looks so pretty. So pretty. and that just slides into there like that. So there we have it. That's what we're going to be doing today, this one. So I'm going to take it out because I may forget what I'm doing. And that's how it, oh, look at it. It's just, oh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Right, let's get cracking with this. There might be a bit of inking in this, and I'm sorry about that, but it's unavoidable, really. So we need a piece of card that is full A4 size, or you can do letter size. It doesn't make any difference, but the full piece, and cut it off to 6.5 inches. So this is 6.5 inches by a full piece of A4 or letter, whichever. And what we are going to do first is attach this tag to this side of it, the right side of it. I've just got all my bits and pieces there to go on it. So just allow a little margin, just a little one, and we're going to stick them on. Now I want the inside, which will be this side as you flip it, to be just, this is from the kit as well, but it's just fairly plainish paper, so we can get that down there, and that will become journaling. Okay, so I think that's the first thing to do, really. I'm already covered in glue and haven't even begun. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to ink around that. I've inked around all the other papers, and it might actually save us from inking. Where's my doorbell? Oh, how can things get so lost? I'm only 2 minutes into this. I've already lost things. Don't say I've tidied it up. I did have a tidy up before I did this. There's my brown one. Where's the pink one? Here it is, over there. Who knows what it's doing over there? Yeah, I'm going to ink round the actual pieces, and then I'll get away with not inking round the whole card, because that would be just boring to watch. So if I'd thought about this earlier, I could have done this, but you know, that would have involved actually thinking. Oh dear. There we go. Right, let's stick that down. Let's not lose the pink dauber again. Just for those of you that haven't been following, the colour I'm using is it's Distress Ink, and it's Victorian Velvet, which just goes really nicely with this. As I've said before, did consider Tattered Lace, because it's another gorgeously pretty, oh, postman, pretty colour. But this, I don't know, it's got a more sort of blue undertone to it, I think. Just goes with this a bit better. There we go. Right, so let's stick this on, leaving a little margin around it, like that. Marvellous. There we go. Got glue on my hands, which isn't helping. Let's rub that off. Right. So we've got that on. Glue, glue, glue. Don't say it's going to be one of these days today. I don't want it. Okay, right. So what we need on the other side is the other piece. Now, in order to get that exactly right, it is actually easier to fussy cut round the top here, which you see I've done here, and score it, etc., etc. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to score it, and get your scoreboard out and score just to the left of your tag. So that's sort of there. see if I can come up this side. Yay! Right, so that's that scoring. Before we go on to scoring anymore, I'm going to get this side sorted. So I can see the score line quite clearly there. I'm going to just fussy cut the top off, and then we'll know exactly where to put the one on the other side. I find these quite awkward shapes to cut out actually, but I'm sure that's just me. So I really have to take my time doing it, because otherwise I don't leave an even margin. There we go. So that's down to there, and then I'm going to cut it down here. Try not to overcut this bit. You know, cut it any lower than you need to. There we go, that's that. Right, so we've got that fussy cut around, we've got it scored down there, so now we can place this one exactly where we want it, and it's going to fit in there perfectly. Phew. And we're going to ink around it. Like I said the last time, I'm using quite thin paper here, and it has its uses because it saves adding loads of bulk to your things. I generally use paper that's twice this thick, but if I was doing that I probably wouldn't need to use card, and yet I need the card for the hinges, so I think using thin paper, yeah, has its merits. So let's stick that down onto there. I'm using the wrong side. It is going to be one of those days. Oh joy! I want the pattern side. Oh no, come on. I think I'm going to have to concentrate, that's the thing. I think I'm not concentrating. I'm too nosy about what the postman brought. I'm trying to look, but I can't see what it is. It looks a bit like junk mail, to be fair. But you know, you have to know what these things are, don't you? When I pause, I'll have a look, I'll let you know. Right, that's going there with the pattern side out. Excellent. So far, so maybe not so good, but we'll get there in the end. We've had to put the fire on here. I mean, this is ridiculous. It's, you know, getting towards the end of May, and we've had Mr. F's just put the fire on. It's ridiculous. It's damp outside, it's miserable, there's no light to be had. I don't know what's going on. Right, so let's get this placed properly. Like that, with a nice margin all the way around. Excellent. Well, that's brilliant so far. Apart from the mistakes. But we've rectified those. All it was inking on the wrong side of the paper. That's not the worst mistake I'll ever make. Right. So let's fold this over. Well, the way I've scored, it's folding that way. So I'm going to fold it that way first, and then I'm going to fold it back on itself. Like that. Right, now then. When I came to cut this piece off here, I've cut it on this side of the crease line, a score line, thank you. And it needs to be the other side of it because it's just not lying very flat. So I'm just going to cut that crease line out completely down to there. That should do it. Once again, really try hard not to go beyond there. That's fine. That's lovely. Well, is it? I don't know if it's straight even. It's pretty straight. Right. Now, you can ink if you want to, and it's probably an idea too. What we're going to do is fold this piece over to this score line and crease it in. Okay? So there's the line. So you don't want to go beyond it, or it'll just rub and become a pest. So make sure it's all square and crease that in. And get your bone folder and make sure that's a good, make sure it's straight. It has a habit of wandering. So that's where I want it to be. There we go. Right, so there we are. We've got our trifold. That folds in. Let's just give that a bit of a crease down there. That folds in, that folds over, and there's our trifold. Done. See you next time. I'm going to pause there. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to ink round here and I'm going to look what the postman brought. And I'll see you back here very soon with some information as to what he brought, which I'm suspecting is nothing exciting. All right, bye for now. Right, well, I'm back. I'm all inked up and I can tell you what the postman brought. He brought this beautiful lace. Oh, it's so soft. It's gorgeous. So, yeah, I'm sure this will find its way into the fabric journal. Oh, it's lovely. I love it. It's kind of a very pale damask pinky sort of colour. I like it. That's great. Sometimes you order things and then when you get them, they're not quite what you thought they were going to be. But that is all I thought and more. So let's progress anyway. Right, down here, it's journaling. So I've decided to take some journaling away and add some bits. But I think you've got to add bits, haven't you, here and there. I don't like plainness particularly. And I wonder if anybody ever will journal in this. Don't know. Anyway, that's going to go there, so let's get that stuck on. Oh, before I do that though, I want to just take the plainness away from this, and I'm just going to use the distress ink because I don't want anything. Doesn't matter if it's not clear or what have you. This is just small illegible text. And that's fine. I just wanted, I don't even know. Yeah, you can see it. It's just kind of nothing really. So now I've got the dilemma of trying to work out which way's up. I think it's that way. So I'll get this stuck on. This Queen's glue that I'm using, I know a lot of you want to know what it is and where I got it from, etc. I'll explain it all to you on the live on Sunday. I'll show you the bottle and give you the name where I got it from. It is made in America, so I would be surprised if you couldn't find it in America somewhere. It doesn't seem right to be ordering it from England and shipping it across the Atlantic twice. But, I really don't know. I haven't looked for it in America. There we go, that's that. And I just want a little medium-sized butterfly up there. These are so pretty, these kids. So pretty. I haven't worked with really pretty for a while, so it's nice for me actually. Right, now I want, well, I'm going to put another little butterfly further up, otherwise that one looks stranded. So I'm just going to put it up about there. Now then, I want this little flower down here, but I want some leaves behind it. I've already fussy cut some out. Well, Mr. F kindly fussy cut some out for me. Let's see what we've got. We've got the tiny little one. That's probably sufficient, isn't it, really? Have I got another one of those, I wonder? Yeah, I have. I think I'm just going to use these because they're tiny, but they're big enough. They're tiny, but they are mighty. I think that's fine. I think that's all that's needed. So these are a bit fussy to glue, I can tell you. But glue them we shall. Yeah, there weren't any sort of leaves that I could fussy cut out of the... So I'm just going to pop that under there and coming out like that. Lovely. I'll just get my towel because there's little splodges of glue. And if you pick them straight up, they don't cause any problem. Yeah, so I found a die that I had. It's actually, it's a frame. It's like a rectangular frame and it's got some flowers on it. But I thought they were perfect and quite small, which is what I was after. So that's going to go there. So I want that under there and coming down like that. And they're so thin you can bend them. Bend them to your will. Oh dear. I have inked around these fussy cut butterflies and flowers because I'm not that good at cutting these shapes out, so there was a little, bits of white left around the place. So let's just pop that on there. Right, so that's that decorated. It's not much, but it's plenty. It looks really pretty. Right, the next page, I've used this for my background. That's fine, let's get that stuck on. This is an easy page, really. It's just got some lace down the side. So, yeah, very straightforward. Actually, there's none of these. When you break these down, really, to the bare bones, they're not difficult. They're just some of the projects I do or I have done this week, they could overawe you very easily, but when you break them down bit by bit, it's fine. Anybody can do it. So I've got glue around the place. There we go, lovely. So this needs to go on here. Yeah, that's the right way. Now I don't want this tight up to this because it'll stop that from folding. So just a little bit in from the crease. So, and it's going to be a pocket, so don't glue this side down, just the two ends and this side. And if you can try and get it evened up, it just always looks a little bit nicer. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my glue down here. Not right up to the crease, but not very far from it either. They're going to be closing roads on us next week. They're doing drainage or something on the road. So there'll be traffic lights, no doubt, and this and that and the other. But you know, I mean, I should be glad that they're doing the drains, but it's always just a hassle, isn't it? And Bob's got to have his hair cut on Tuesday, so we've got to get out. Right, that's that. So now I'm going to put my glue up the edge here. Press that down, and at the top somebody's out cutting the grass. Doesn't seem to make much sense when it's raining, but to each their own. Hope it's not an electric mower and they go up in a puff of smoke. I don't know why I'm laughing, it's a possibility. I don't think I've put glue all the way along there. Right, there we go. So I just want to check that there's a bit of tension on that, just to hold the... I'm just going to get a clip for each side. I want that just sort of tensioned a little bit. And this one stretched more than I would normally stretch lace when I'm putting it on down the side or somewhere. That's fine. I'll just give that a couple of minutes to dry while we look at the cards. These are 2 cards from the kit. I mean, look at them, they're so pretty, aren't they? They're gorge, and they're going to go in there. Now, I don't generally, I put ribbon, you know, tied in a bow, but I don't want to do that this time because it's going to add too much bulk to it. So what I'm going to do is take my ribbon, wherever it may be, here, and I'm just, actually it would be better with paper. Let's do it with paper. Quick change of tune. Let's get some paper. I've got lots and lots of remnants, so I would like a darker one if I have one. I think they're all ephemera. Oh, I can use a piece of these. These are a bit of a misprint, actually. I had my printer on print two pages to a page, and then I forgot to take it off. Sent a load of stuff through. Yeah, they might do the job, actually. These little labels here. Let's have a go with them. Where's my scissors? Yeah, because I'm just trying to keep the bulk down. See, these were 2 pages that I printed 2 to a page. So obviously everything is half the size it was. Which is useful sometimes, as I'm sure you all know. Yeah, I think these will be just the job. All in an effort to try and keep that bulk down. Because then it won't fold over properly, and that's no good. So that's one. Oh, I need to get to the opticians, I really do. I haven't been since before COVID. And I needed to go then. So it's a miracle that I can see through my glasses at all, to be honest. They're just so expensive, aren't they? Right, there we go then. That's that. So my idea is just to pop that there, like that, fold it in half. Let's fold it in half first. Like that. There we go. And just, it's going to go in that way, so have this sort of about there. So it is just, it's a kind of little tab really, but it's flat. So let's just give that a little quick rinky dinky. We've been watching the cricket. It's Indian cricket at the minute, and it's fabulous. And it's coming to an end. Oh no. We shall miss it. We really will. Right, so I'm going to put glue pretty much all over it. Pretty much. What's to be gained by not? There we go. So I just have to decide really how much I want this sticking out. And it probably would have been an idea to work that out before I stuck it on, but about there. About there, so I've just got a little bit sticking out. Oh, that's nice, I like that. It's one of my better ideas. And that's the back. It's just cream card that I've inked around. And I might come back and stencil on them. Okay, did anybody see where my other thing went? No, it's lost. I'll come across it, I'm sure. When I do, I'll sort it out. Oh dear. Here we are. Right. So that's probably dry now, I would say, dry enough. So let's trim that all off. There's not much to trim on the top. A bit more here on the bottom. There we are. And because we took our time and got it evened up on the page, it looks really nice. Well, I think it looks really nice. So we've got our one with nothing in the back on the tab, and our one with a tab, and they will go there like that. The other thing I forgot to do was to put some ribbon on this. Now I'm going to be alright putting ribbon in that, I think, because it's largely out the top of the, you know, the top of the trifold, so I think we'll be alright. So let's just square that up on my ruler here. That's the middle, about there. So let's just get an eyelet, just using silver eyelets, I think they're fine. Pop that in, pop a bit of ribbon in, and it'll look lovely. Largest one. There we are. Which side do I want this on? This side, I think. Wow, I am so finger and thummy this morning. Come on. Well, I say this morning, it's actually afternoon. Right, let's get this set. And I find that one leaves it a bit rough, so I then turn it round to that one. I don't know what they're called. And this is just trial and error. There we go. And that's quite smooth now, very smooth in fact. So that's grand. Let's put a bit of ribbon in there. Ah, look, that hasn't stuck. I wondered why they'd fallen out. Let's put a bit more glue down there. And pull this a little tighter, just a little bit tighter, and put a clip in it. So I want that to be relatively tight. I don't want everything just falling out. That'd be no good. Right, bit of ribbon in there. Let's use the light, the very blush pink. Okay, there is an end to this somewhere. Yes, I told you there was. Right. So I just want about that much. Just tie a knot in the top. I love this faux silk ribbon. Like I said, I got it from eBay. It's really lovely, and it wasn't expensive. Okay, so that's that. We're waiting for that to dry, so let's proceed on to this page. So this page is a pocket page, and the pocket is, let's put all our goodies out. That's the back. That's the back, yes, like that. It's got text on it, so helps to get it the right way up. Then it's got a pocket and two little things that go into it. So that's straightforward, isn't it? Don't think we can go too far wrong with this. I shouldn't say that. Why do I say that? Tempt fate. No. Catkins discovered that he can come to the back window now. He can jump up on the window ledge, even though it's angled. It's got a little bit of an angle on it. And he can come there and we'll let him in. So it's his new best game now. He goes out the back door, which is open, and that he could come in at any time that he wishes. And run straight to the window and knocks on the window to be let in. He thinks it's a great game. I think it's a good game as well, actually. I quite like it. And I'm really pleased that he knows, you know, what his house looks like from the outside, etc. So that's that. Yeah, Catkin, he's growing up. So I want that there. So I'm just going to use my Queenie glue, go around the edges. Just as thinly as ever you can. Because it splodges, you know, when you press it down, it's amazing how wide a tiny little bead of glue can become. There we go, let's get that on. About there, that looks straight to me, lovely. And I've just notched a little thumb notch in the top of it with a with my 1-inch punch, but to be honest, you could draw around a glue stick if you wanted to. It's just about the same diameter, so you get the same result. So don't rush out and buy a punch, although they are handy for other things as well. They're handy for string and button closures and that sort of thing. So yeah, do rush out. No, don't, you don't need to. And I've got two pieces here. I haven't backed them in card. I think they're adequate as they are just to write on. So that's going to pop into there. Keep it away from the glue until it's dry, otherwise they'll be in there permanently. And that's also going to go in there. I'm just going to keep those out, as I say, temporarily until that glue is dry. Right, so here's a nice one from the kit. Nice little oval shape, so that's going to go there. Then I've got a couple of flowers that I've fussy cut. I'm going to pop that there. Might have to bring this down a wee bit, and that there. like that. I'm going to put some leaves up the sides, and I'm going to put this butterfly here at the top of that label. There we go, and that's it, I think, for that page. Right, let's get on with it. It's a nice easy one. What I did was I put the page that's got the butterflies and flowers on into Word, cropped it, and then copied the butterflies and flowers loads of times. So I had a lot of them, because I'm using more, you know, I think you only get 2 butterflies or something in the kit. So I've copied and copied them, so I've got lots of them. Now, let's see about the leaves before I get gung-ho about putting those on. And put the butterfly on now. And I'm not putting any pearls in the centre of these flowers, because once again it's on the inside and we want to keep the bulk down. So that can just pop there. Just want it over the pocket a little bit. There we go. Lovely. Right, the leaves I'm going to use for this, I think, are these ones. They're pretty, aren't they? And, well, I could either use the same ones at the bottom, or I've got the, oh, hello, bit of lace as well. Or I've got these. These might be quite nice. Yeah, I think so. Lovely, let's get those stuck down then. So I'm going to start with the leaves, because they go under the flowers. That seems to make sense. Get those tucked in without moving the flowers, then you'll see exactly where they need to go. It's a real tricky thing, this, isn't it? Putting glue on your die cuts. I've seen people use the back of their hands and dab it on. That seems to work, but I couldn't be doing with that. I can't bear the feeling of the glue. So let's just pop that down a little bit more. And I want this to come round here. And to go up there, yes, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Oh, so pretty. And this one. Yeah, the other thing I've seen people do that I might try is they put it onto like a piece of cellophane or something like that and dab it into that. Yeah, that might work. Okay, so that's that one glued. Let's just pop that under there, like that. Marvellous. So this is the next thing to stick on. It's all these little bits, isn't it? The pretty bits. They take the time, but they're what make it. So I think it's worth investing in a little bit of time. Stuck to my finger. There. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. And then just this one. So, we're getting there. Definitely. And that one there. Right, that's that. So it's just that glue's probably dry now. Let's stick the tags in. Let's stick them in. See if they ever come out again. I should imagine they will. So I want it on a bit of an angle. And this one's a really pretty one. That's not going to get too much of an angle because it's... There we are, that's fine. That looks nice. Okay, so, are you dry yet? I think it probably is. Let's just trim that off then. because we stretched it a little bit. There we are. Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. And the two, this one, I can't find the thing for that, but it'll turn up somewhere on the desk. So they're going to go in there. Right, excellent, making progress. So let's do the back. So that folds in, here's the front. Let's do the back because it's a bit more plain sailing. And it's this, very straightforward. So this is a page from the kit. It has got text on it in the background, so you need to be aware of that and make sure you get your text going the right way. These also would make lovely little happy mails for somebody, to be honest. Or if you were going to stick it into your journal, then you don't need to put this back page on at all. Just stick it on there. And that would work really nicely, I think. So, you know, there's a couple of options. You make it as a standalone piece like this, which will fit into your journal, or can be sent as happy mail, or you stick it into your journal. And I quite like that. Sticking nice things like this into your journal. There we go. And this just has one butterfly on it. That's its only decoration. Because I'm trying to keep it for journaling. So I'm just going to add that about there. Lovely. Just a little bit of something to say we cared. Right, brings us on to the front then. So, let me have a look at my front, see what I did. See what I did there. It's fairly straightforward, to be honest. It's a pocket. That's all our little goodies for later. Yeah, it's got a back page on it, this. So let's stick that on first. That's the important thing. Let's move that out of the way, make life a little bit more simple for ourselves. My collars running out. I must have been busy this week. Mr. F just filled it up not that long ago. Right, let's pop this on here. Nice margin all the way around. Lovely jubbly. Excellent. Right, so the next thing that happens is we need a pocket. And this is the piece that I've selected for our pocket. I might just ink around, it has been inked around, but I might just ink around it a little bit more, just to make it stand out a bit more, because it's quite pale. Yeah, Catkin's sitting at the back window now, and Bob's right the other side of it. So they're like looking at each other. Catkin is hilarious when Bob has a bath, because Bob obviously then doesn't smell like Bob. And the cat, instead of using his eyes and thinking, oh, it's Bob, he just smells differently, has an absolute panic. I mean, a real panic. Right, so I'm going to stick this down this side, and this side, and leave this open. Okay. Let's just do that again. I'm not sticking this side. How many times have I done that and stuck the side that I want to open? Yeah, so Bob's not overly keen on a bath, but he won't walk up the stairs himself, Mr. F has to carry him and put him in the bath. But he's all right once he's in there. He doesn't try and scramble to get out or anything. But once it's over, he gets a full attack of the zoomies. So he goes hurtling round the house like a complete, total and utter idiot. And Catkin just can't work it out. He just cannot work it out. And a couple of times I've actually had spats about it because the cat's just going mad because he thinks there's some false impersonating dog in his house. Oh dear. And Bobby's trying to run around and the cat's trying to impede him. So yeah, there's been little spats actually. Right, so that's going to go into there and it will just fit. This is the size of it, so I've made the card just a little bit larger just to be, fit nicely. This is a tab I cut out with my punch and I've put it under this design paper there, and that's what it looks like on the back. So I'm just going to put a little bit of ribbon in there because we're on the front now, so we can not be so concerned about bulk. I might just use this same one that I used before. Let's just cut that off at an angle. So I need about that much. Come on. What's the world coming to? I can't even tell you not. There we go. So that's that. So that will go into there when that's dry, and you'll just see this poking out to let you know there's something there. But in the interim, let's get to decorating this page. So, oh, let's not. Right, I'm going to stick on my larger butterfly. Like so. And I'm going to put it up the top, but beware, don't put it over the opening. So I just want it there, so I'm not impeding that opening there at all. So we've got that there. Then we've got the flower situation. So it's going to go there. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. Then we just need some leaves. So I think these ones would look nice there. And maybe the same one actually at the bottom. I think that's really pretty. Don't you think? Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, so let's get to gluing these. I'm just going to glue them and I'm going to stick them down exactly as they look there. Nothing more fancy than that. So rather than make you tediously watch me glue these, I'll see you when these are glued down. Right, 10 years later, here I am. I have glued everything down. Doesn't it look pretty? It's so pretty. I put a little butterfly there. You saw me do that one. So this now, I was waiting for this to dry, wasn't I? So that should go into there, no trouble. It should. It really should. Yes, it does. Ooh, it's tight. It's quite tight. So let's just take the bone folder and gently persuade this to be a bit more generous. Really be careful with it because you don't want to tear your paper. Let's just see if that's much better. Lovely. Lovely. So I want that to go in. Nope. I have got a big border on that, so I can chop a bit off it if necessary, but I prefer it to just fit. Just fit. What's your problem? think that's okay. I think that's fine. Yeah, okay, great, good job. Right, let's put some pearls on, because this is the front page. We can pearl it up, and I've just got these cheap little stick-on flat back pearls, and I want some large ones for the centres of the roses. So let's just pick some up. I've got my sticky pencil somewhere. Here it is. They're all on one string of glue, which is a bit of a pain, to be honest. But that's okay. With a scalpel I can just about get them off. Way! Oh, stuck to me. Good, good job. I need 3, one for each flower. Lovely, that's that. Oh, I can just still see that stringy bit, that's it. Right, so what I'm going to do is put a little blob of glue in the centre of my flowers. Like that. That's fine. Get my tweezers. Or my sticky pencil might do the job. Yeah, look at that. Drop those down where you want them. Didn't want to be picked up. I think that's the one that flew off and attached itself to me. I think it's a wayward one. That's lovely. They look lovely on there. And then I just want a couple of the smaller ones. These ones. And I want just one in there and one in there. That's all. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue there. Only a little bit, the tiny little things. A little bit there. Just see if I can pick them straight up from there. Yes, look at that. Lovely, and one more. Don't need all that glue with you. My goodness me, that is sticky. I could stick myself to the ceiling with that. It's unfortunately stuck on my thumb, so it's kind of incapacitating my thumb. Oh my goodness. There we go. There we have it. It's the end of that dilemma. Let me just see if I can get this off my thumb. It's horrible. Oh my goodness me. Put your knife to sleep like that. Now the only other thing that I would consider doing is getting the stencil out and stenciling on the back of your cards, because it just adds a much more finished look to it, to be honest. And I like it. That's the right way. The stencil fits the whole way over the card, so you don't have to even reposition it. And it's easy peasy to do. Let's do that. Hold on to it. You don't need much. It is a journaling card, and you know you want to leave it so people can actually write on it. That's fine. It's just light, but it's there. So that's one done, and just carry on till you've done the whole journal, all the cards and stuff in the journal. I'm calling it a journal. It's a trifold. So I've given it delusions of grandeur. That's grand. Just see it. It's just enough. And they pop in there. Okay, so I will do that to all of the journaling cards in here, but for the time being, that is it. So this is our tag on the side. Pretty. that folds over. And I mean, to be honest, if you squash that under some books or something, it would stay flat anyway. I mean, look, I'm not holding it shut there, and it's shut. So, you know, there's no need to go mad about a way of closing it. But I do like the idea of using this. You know, I've made it, I want to use it. So it can go there and hold that closed and look exceedingly pretty into the bargain. There we go. So there we have it, guys. That's our trifold with a, what do you call those things again? Tag, with a tag. I need to go and lie down in a darkened room. And when you take that off, there's a little pocket here. This is all embellished. There's a pocket there, a couple of journaling cards, embellishments. There's pretty, pretty lace. And the 2 journaling cards, which I will... oh, I've done those, haven't I? Yeah, talking rubbish again. The tag with some journaling on there. You could journal on there as well if you wanted to. And then on the back, it's a full page of journaling. So, you know, we have introduced quite a bit of journaling. And that just sits on there. And yes, it could be construed as way too large, but doesn't it look pretty? It's gorgeous. So that's it for today. This is Saturday afternoon. So I shall see you guys tomorrow, Sunday, during the regular Sunday live that I do on this channel. If you haven't joined me before, please do so. There is a bit of craft involved. Yeah, there definitely is. I definitely make things. But to be honest, there's kind of probably more chat, and the live chat's always good because everybody knows each other and they chat amongst themselves. Should you be a new person to the channel, you will be welcomed with open arms. So hopefully see you then. If not, I'll see you during the week next week when we'll carry on making ephemera for our lovely journal. Bye for now.